and welcome everyone to the another session at Dubai AI Festival. I'm having a fabulous person over here, Mr. Aditya Chhabra. Right, he's the CTO of CreateBytes, and he and his team is doing great job in creating in multiple directions like digital transformation, creating designs, and keeping the AI and the product development in the same sync. So imagine how that funnel is going to work out when you stand in a playground of AI, the Dubai AI Festival, right? So hi Aditya, how are you?
I'm good, and thanks a lot for inviting me, Lakshay. It's just
been-
amazing to be here talking to you.
It's been a pleasure to having such great innovative minds over here, right? And he's been making waves in the AI industry, doing the digital transformation of different set of companies and different projects, making them AI enabled, as well as keeping the design and the user centric things intact in the same ground, right?
Yeah.
So, how's the journey for you?
It was an interesting turn of event which has happened with me. So when I founded CreateBytes, we were more focused in building solutions which can scale to a faster extent. And so we started working in medical technology, fintech, edtech, and other businesses. Eventually, this last year, we got a revenue and we saw that the percentage of AI solution revenue has gone up to around 70%, which
God.
was 5 to 10% when we founded the company. So that's a big
Fabulous.
transformation. And the other thing which has happened is we have enabled an interesting journey in our system, which is like an engineering footing, where you write almost 60 to 65% of your code with
Okay.
AI assistance. So our engineers are actually writing just 40%, which has reduced the cost given to our clients in terms of the revenue. So, for example, if let's say earlier we were charging around $40,000, that has come down to around $4,000 as
I
a
mean,
cost.
that's the most biggest concern when you create any kind of project,
Yeah.
right? Because if you have the money, you can do it in less time. If you don't have the money, you have to pay more time to build a good thing,
Exactly.
or you have to. If you don't have the money, you don't have the time, you're gonna crunch down to a bad product, right?
Yes.
But with this technology, with this AI enhancements, right? Even if you have a less budget, you can do the work in time with a shorter time spread, right?
Exactly,
And
exactly.
still get the better results.
Yes, and the only thing which we need to follow are right standards, right process, and the person who is doing it knows how to use AI
Yes.
in that fashion. That's it.
So that's where the ball revolves around, because we just have to make the users aware,
Yeah.
and that's the work is done,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So talking
exactly.
about your journey of creating the CreateBytes, right? How you managed to create your whole team, and how you jumped on the AI playground.
So to just give an idea, we are a team of more than 400 plus engineers and designers at this point of time, and we are spread across in Delhi, Jaipur, Hyderabad, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Freiburg, Bristol, and different places. We started with building automation pipelines, which can help our clients automate. So the person doesn't need to ask us that this is our requirement. They're going to just input the requirements onto our platform, and then automatically the first requirement specification is created for them, and then from
Great.
there the SDD is created, and then from there the engineering activities start. When what we did immediately after that, my idea was to build a funnel of products, which is our own product, which for example a couple of them are being displayed here, and then these AI models can now be used to build other products too.
Great.
So our major revenue cycle works with building those AI models and then distributing those AI models to the companies and clients. So that's how we evolved ourselves. We started with around two. My wife, she's my co-founder, and then we started with these two. She's a designer, I'm an engineer, and then we merged together and then started growing the team in that manner.
Doing the beautiful tech.
Yeah. Yes.
Talking
An
about
interesting fact: when we founded it, we were not married,
oh,
and we got married 2 3 years back, and yeah.
now see here, you're having 400 people working for you,
Yeah.
right? How's in the blend of the design and technology
Yes.
in terms of your life as well as the company worked out?
So this is an interesting fact. A product journey doesn't get completed without the human-centric nature coming
Exactly.
into the system. The use cases are going to be centered around the human who are going to use it. So it's important that the design aesthetics, the design aspects come immediately in that, and that's where our engineering thought process also revolves. So while we are working in an engineering direction, the idea is that it's a human-centric or human-first approach,
Yes.
where we evolve our system in a manner where every time we build something, we check for what's the use case in that direction, why it is useful, can it increase the revenue. A lot of times had a discussion with our client where we said, no, this may not be as useful. You should do this. So
Yes.
that's where the design folks come in. So our design team comprises of like from user experience side, user interface side, graphics side, and they are the one who basically take the brand to the next level. So our
Yes.
mission of the company is universe most customer focused information technology service and solution. So that universe most customer focused, one of the most important things is the design aspect which comes into that.
I mean, being the user centric
Yes.
is the major core of you having.
Exactly.
Especially talking about the design, as I have the core of initially years in my design industry. Uh, how that goes, because if you talk about tech, you have a specific defined timeline or
Yeah.
specific task to be done.
Yeah.
Like this is how the function should work,
Yeah.
right? But in terms of design, it's like a back and forth process of creating
Yes.
and redoing the work.
Yeah.
How you manage that?
That's an interesting question. That's where the engineers and designers fight. Because with
Yes.
engineers, they're gonna stay awake for like late nights. They have a set timeline, a set delivery, and they have
Yes.
to complete it. And on the other front, with designers, they're gonna enjoying what they're gonna do is
Yes.
they'll sit, they need the state of mind, they'll enjoy the things. At the
Yes.
same time, quality comes only after that. If I
Yes.
push a designer that completed in given time,
Yes.
I won't get the right inspirations, I won't get the right mindset, and that's where Priyanshi comes into the picture. So just like in real life, I have to be very secret in terms of what to say, what not to say to her in a similar fashion. In the design, you have to do the same thing to make sure that you get the right output.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. So that's how it works.
And designers are like, just switch this button to from here to here, and the developers goes, oh my god, I have to just change the whole code again.
That's the daily bit in design and engineering.
Yes, yes. Apart from this design and technology fight we have always in the office, how's your approach towards incorporating the AI in an ethical way? Because currently the theme of this event is like making the right approach with the AI and making the AI the responsible AI, right?
Yeah.
So how do you take that approach?
This is an interesting question. Just to give a quick brief, 2 years back, we did a very interesting conference. It was a webinar called as Ethics in AI. And it's also on our YouTube channel. And when we did this activity, the idea was to basically transform ourselves, at the same time get input from the industry leaders outside internationally, that what are the things which we should do in terms of moving forward. Number one is the data biasness, which we tend to take care at the time of human body registration algorithms, facial recognition algorithms, also when we are building small algorithms for other people. So what happens a lot of times, you have a data set which is basically biased towards a certain, let's say, ethnicity or certain region or certain age. So you
Yes.
need to basically incorporate. A lot of times you may not be able to, but at least have the information and be transparent to let the other people know that this is the
Yes, this
biasness
is the bias.
which will come with this data. That's the activity number one. The other activity which is very important is the documentation. The documentation gives transparency to the external users who are using it, that what will be the expectation of this transparent AI model.
Yeah.
So it's important that you need to be transparent when you're building these AI models. For example, let's say I'm using a GPT-4o. I need
Yes.
to know from where the data has come, what I've done, and what I'm going to be doing with it. And then you have to involve a very immediate activity of not crawling something which is not legal. A
Yes.
lot of times you just start crawling these places, and then you'll have collected a data which you can use it.
Yes.
What will happen eventually? These things will come out, and you'll fail in that very bad way. So it's
Yes.
important that those things are being considered. So these are some couple of items which we follow. But there are some detailed aspects which are standardizations and guidelines which we have created, which we call as ethics in AI guidelines, which we follow on a regular basis in terms of using the data as well as building the AI models.
So you have already set the boundaries for the AIs
Exactly.
and make sure everything is in the right place possible, right?
Yes.
Apart from this, how's this system is going on at the playground, right? How's the Dubai AI is going on? Because I think it's your first time over here, right? in
Yes,
Dubai.
yes,
So
yes, yes.
how's Dubai treating you?
200% just enjoying it right now. It's one of the most interesting, intriguing place you can be in the world, because you can see a lot of people doing a lot of interesting activities. And for us also, it's very exciting. We are getting a lot of traction on our exhibition stall. We have launched a product called as Cricket, which is like a virtual physiotherapy as well as physical training assistant. So you
Okay.
don't need a personal trainer. That's just a small
give me the subscription.
laptop. Yeah. You'll get the subscription, and then you use it to. You're already fit. You don't need that.
No, I gotta build some muscles.
then you definitely can use it. So you basically schedule your exercises. It'll give you what exercise you should do correctly, what you should not do in the right direction, and that's it. That's the product. So it's like
Great.
pure human body anatomy biomechanics.
Oh, that's
So just
fabulous.
enjoying the festival right now.
And what are the key takeaways that you found here? Like these are the projects that I have been looking my eye to.
One of the things which, when you go to such conferences, you'll always look for moving forward, moving upward, because you can see the reality.
Yes.
Even if you are doing a lot of things on your home at a very ground level, you can see how people are doing and what they're doing. So for us, the key takeaway is we need to move faster, we need to be stronger, we need to grow faster.
It always goes to try a new restaurant.
Exactly.
So it's just like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So great. Thank you so much for the insights and this fabulous conversation we had. And do give me the subscription of that model, please.
Come to our exhibition, it's G24.
Great. So thank you so much, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here. Very nice meeting you. Thank you.